an African-American female. She was criticizing the fact that open carry Texas only goes to we only have our events in rich white neighborhoods. It wasn't true. I tried to explain to her, we go everywhere. We're all over the state. We don't discriminate based on class, color, creed, religion, anything like that. We think gun rights belong to everybody. She made a statement that, well, I don't see you going through Fifth Ward. And I said, well, you won't go into Fifth Ward. And I said, well, why not? I mean, we believe, again, in gun rights for everybody. I don't understand why one community over another would be opposed to gun rights and just sharing that message. So the impetus of the event was because of this criticism that we don't think gun rights belong to a certain class of people when we believe that gun rights belong to everybody. So that's why the event was scheduled in Fifth Ward, was to really belay that criticism that we're some sort of racist white male organization.
And that's your sole purpose for choosing Fifth Ward?
That's the sole purpose for choosing Fifth Ward at this time. I think eventually we would have tried to come here anyway, because we're trying to hit the whole state. We're trying to touch as many people as possible with our message of an armed society is a polite society. And if law-abiding citizens arm themselves against the criminal element is held at bay. And you know as well as I do, Quanell, that Fifth Ward, the crime rate here is 3 times higher than Greater Houston. And I might be wrong, but we believe that the solution is for law-abiding citizens to arm themselves. And that if the criminal element knows that the citizens are armed, and you might already be, that's great. But we're also trying to share the message of why Texas should be the 45th open carry state. We're one of only 6 that don't allow that right now for handguns. And that's discriminatory in and of itself. So there's really no rhyme or reason for Fifth Ward, just like there's no rhyme or reason. We try not to stay in the same place all the time, always go into the same place, because we want 100% diversity. We want every Texan involved in our goal and our mission that supports our goal and our mission, which is the peaceful and lawful carry of firearms.
Anything else?
As far as
why you chose Fifth Ward?
No, that's it. That's honestly the bare bones of why we're meeting right here.
As I said to your comrade.
And can you announce, what is your name?
C.J. Grisham.
C.J. Grisham.
I'm David Almond.
David Almond?
Yes, ma'am.
Valente Gonzalez.
And are all of y'all from Houston?
No, ma'am, I'm not. They are.
You're from Houston. Where are you from?
I'm out of Temple, Texas.
Temple, Texas.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Now, hold on. So, as we said to your comrade, so this is y'all purpose for coming into Fifth Ward. Anything else about why y'all here?
No.
That's your purpose?
Yeah, just to educate.
That's the reason we chose Fifth Ward.
That's the whole reason we chose Fifth Ward. That's why we choose every place that we go.
Exactly.
There's no difference. The only difference between why we chose here over, say, Third Ward is that we were directly asked why we don't come to Fifth Ward. And we were accused of being afraid to come to Fifth Ward, that there was some reason to fear. I don't think we have any reason to fear Fifth Ward. I think we can all come together as a community. Even if we disagree, we can be respectful of each other. So that's, other than choosing the same way we do everywhere else, the only reason why at this particular time we chose to come into Fifth Ward was because of that social media conversation I had with a young African-American female.
Do you understand the historical bad relationship that we have with white men coming into Fifth Ward with guns in their hand? As I said to you before, don't be found doing the right thing at the wrong time. This is the 1-year anniversary of Trayvon Martin, Jordan Davis, another black man murdered in Missouri, protesting in the street, another black man murdered in California now. And you want us to believe and accept that you all want to come in who don't look like us. And we have a bad history with white men who would come in Fifth Ward with guns in the name of a lynch mob and take any black man they wanted and do whatever they wanted to do to him. You don't believe there was a better way if you wanted to introduce yourselves to the community, if you wanted to quote unquote educate the community. You don't think there was a more strategic, better way than to come with a gun in your hand and say, hi, I'm here to meet you with a gun in your hand? There was a better way to educate our people and then perhaps do it in a more constructive manner than this way that you're doing now, just showing up with guns in your hand when we have a negative history. Not theory, but actual fact of how we've been dealt with by white people in Fifth Ward and other black communities, but here in Fifth Ward in particular, with white men with gun in their hands. So I don't understand that you all now want to come and help us fight crime
No.
All of a sudden, you're going to help us fight crime now?
Quanell, look, I disagree with this history just as much as you do. I can tell you right now, I never lynched anybody.
Wait a minute.
And I'm not. I disagree with the way that this community's been treated just as much as you do.
Wait a minute.
Okay?
This is not going to be because there's too many insults been made from the beginning. Number one, you're trying to scapegoat your reason for coming here by saying some Facebook post by African American female. That's even worse than you trying to bring in some Negro as a ghetto card into our community. Wait a minute. I am talking to whoever you bringing in. I don't care.
Are you referring to Maurice Muhammad?
Did you hear what I said? I don't care if it's Muhammad, Young, Smith. You bringing in a Negro. You're coming into the Fifth Ward, into the black community as an insurgent. You have enough communities.
I beg your pardon?
You are an insurgent. You have enough communities.
Ma'am, I'm a citizen of the state of Texas.
I don't give a dang. You are not from the Fifth Ward. You are not from the urban community. I'm from the inner city community. Okay. You do not live in this area. We don't need you to give us gun right laws. We are well aware of that.
Absolutely.
Our people. What I'm saying very clearly, and don't get me wrong. But I'm going to say very clearly. We know our rights.
Absolutely.
We exercise our rights.
Absolutely.
We the ones built this country.
Absolutely.
Okay? We fought in every war that's been in this country. We don't need you to come here and show us about anything. What I'm talking about open carry Texas.
When we say
open carry Texas.
we mean open carry Texas. Remember, we have had open carry demonstrations before you all ever started.
Right.
Before you ever started.
And you've been involved in those.
That's right. We as black people were having open carry demonstrations. So if we were having these demonstrations and we know what the law is and well educated those participating and those who came to the events, how in the hell are you going to come teach us something that we already knew and was already doing before you ever showed up?
Why does it have to be a divisive thing? Why, if you guys believe in open carry, then join open carry.
No. Because of the way you came. The way you came. Absolutely. You didn't come with an olive branch.
Absolutely.
You didn't come out of
That's
respect.
Why we're here today.
No. Before you set a date to march.
That's right.
Before you announced the march, you should have made sure that you sat down with members of this community, found people, and said, listen.
Hold on. Ladies and gentlemen, before this news conference is over, I'm going to supply you with the phone number of Maurice Muhammad. Maurice Muhammad.
Maurice Muhammad.
To hell with Maurice Muhammad.
Don't talk to me.
Maurice Muhammad don't live here.
Wait a minute.
To hell with Maurice. When they're done, I'll finish.
Don't talk to me.
When they're done, I'll finish.
No, we will never be done. We will never accept
Maurice Muhammad.
Let me say
Let him speak. Let him finish.
Speak on your own.
Let him finish.
Maurice Muhammad is a black Muslim activist from Washington, D.C. that has been dealing with Mr. X for 3 weeks now in the same manner that I have. Every phone conversation that I have had has been the opposite of what you see here. Every phone convo Maurice has had has been the opposite of what you see here.
First of all,
this is nothing.
Like the brother just told you.
Hold on.
I will supply his number to each and every one of y'all so that you can verify what I say. Don't take my word for it. Talk to the man. And by the way, he will be here Saturday, and he can say these things to you in person.
It's very racist what you're doing.
Hold on, Crystal. No. Hold on, Crystal. Did I not say to you that you could have came in a better way? Yes or no? Did I not? Yes or no?
Not exactly that way.
So,
what you said to me was that we could have come and talked to the leaders in the community.
So stop right there.
I tried that.
So stop right there.
No,
Next, wait, one more thing.
Yes,
Wait.
I'm the president of the
Hold on, wait a minute. Kathy, I call this meeting. Hold on. Y'all hold on.
Well, can somebody please show me where the Fifth Ward headquarters is at?
Let me ask you a question. Did I not say to you? Did I not say to you?
Precisely. There's no such thing. So if I need to talk to you about something, how do I find it?
Did I not say to you that on the anniversary of Trayvon Martin, and with what's happening in the country right now, with rioting in Missouri,
that's right,
this is not the right time? Did I not say that to you?
When?
Today.
Oh, you mean that 30-minute
So I didn't say it to you? Did I not say it to you?
I wish I'd recorded that.
Because you don't give a damn.
Yes, I do.
And let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Since we sitting here man to man, not over a phone.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you something, homie. This is Fifth Ward.
That's right.
You ain't coming in here running nothing.
That's right.
Nobody's trying to run.
Let me be clear with you, man. Let me be clear with you. You ain't coming to teach us nothing. You ain't gonna teach us nothing. And you won't intimidate and you won't frighten.
Nobody's trying to intimidate anybody. We're trying to hook up with
you. You could have came better. You could have came better.
We don't want the
You could have came better.
We do not want
You could have came better.
You're being provocative.
And Maurice Muhammad don't live here, and any decent organizer from any place, whether they black or wherever they from, would connect with the people that live here.
Maurice Muhammad.
Maurice has been talking to Quanell for 3 weeks.
Okay.
And I told him no.
Forget about
Y'all announced that he was coming here before he talked to anybody.
That's right.
Any good organizer, if I'm going to another city, I'm talking to the people that's in that city.
That's right.
What you're going to do is being provocative and provoking by coming here and provoking things.
Before you ask that question, let me make a statement. Before you ask that before you ask that question, you're gonna listen to us because we are native Fifth Warriors, and nobody contacted us. And let me just say for the record, we don't want you here. Where were you? And then when you talk about coming out here to educate educate us, how many schools have closed in this African American community in the last 2 years? Can you tell me that? Where were you?
What does gun rights and how many schools have closed have to do with each other?
You said education, and you said you used the word education. And the issues no ma'am may now, because the issues that we have are groundwood issues, and we don't want outsiders coming in here trying to tell us it's our right to do whatever. We know our rights.
If I may, excuse me, if I may, I'm going to reiterate again. Fifth Ward, my family's been in Fifth Ward for 75 years.
100.
The people in Fifth Ward are educated when it comes to gun rights already. We have our licenses. We do not need education from you. You're coming here for the false reasons?
Absolutely.
Tell me the real reason why you're coming. My name is Quanell X. I'm the president of the Greater Fifth Ward Stakeholders Partnership.
And I'm the
President of the Stakeholders Partnership.
And I am the president of the Super Neighborhood 55 entire Fifth Ward.
Absolutely.
And let me just say this, because when we first started off, even with this gentleman over here, at least he was trying to convey a message. You started off with an attitude. And
may I be blunt with you? When I am tricked and fooled, I get an attitude.
Well, you are tricked.
What's your name again? What is your name again? What is your name? What is your name again?
Yeah.
What is your name?
Sir?
What is your name?
My name is David Ahmed.
David Ahmed.
Yes,
my name is Kelvin Wagner.
Pleased to meet you.
I'm from the Greater Fifth Ward Stakeholders Partnership.
Yes, sir.
And from my constituent standpoint, we do not need this much in our neighborhood.
We don't want it.
We don't need
but no thank you. We don't want the education that you're bringing. We need education issues, but we don't want your education.
I live in Fifth Ward, Third Ward.
Let me be clear. Hold on. Wait a minute.
Let me explain to you who I am.
Hold on.
Our
headquarters is on the next block.
That's right.
We're stakeholders. We're property owners in Fifth Ward.
That's right.
On the next block is our headquarters.
That's right.
We got a stake here. Not Muhammad.
That's right.
Who she is.
And we got a stake. We got headquarters all over this country. In fact, we're a national organization.
That's right.
I have a stake in this country.
You are not welcome in our community. We want to make that clear.
We want to make that perfectly
clear. And using a black woman from Facebook as a scapegoat for why you coming in here.
That ain't good.
How
you know she was a real person?
As a buffer.
All right.
That's cool.
Let me say something.
We don't want you here.
I have a stake. I have a stake in this country. And I believe that my Second Amendment right is being infringed upon. And I believe all of our rights are going to be wiped away one day because we don't stand together to do something about it.
That's your opening.
The leaves are like
I need support. I need help to help these rights from disappearing.
Let me tell you what we're saying. This is all. I think you're reasonable. But let me tell you what we're saying. This is all we're saying. If you really wanted to come in the spirit of education,
you would have met with us.
You would have came in different.
Right.
I told this man, I said, listen, from the very beginning, I said, listen, we're very suspicious of your motives.
That's right.
Absolutely. Because they had already set a date. You already had a date before this one. So you already had a date before this one, then you canceled that one, then you set another one. You can't set dates to hold marches in a neighborhood like this with the bad history, the negative history, doing the anniversary of Trayvon Martin and other things, and don't even talk to the people.
And
you don't do it like that.
That's not good intent. That is not good intent. It is not good intent. I would not come to your house without calling.
Who did?
I have no idea. I have a response.
I would not come to your house without calling you.
I appreciate it. Absolutely. I have a response.
Absolutely.
We've only been an organization.
We're not denying it. It's just simply.
Well, let me give you some organizing. Education. If you want to come to a community, you don't have to come with arms. You can reach out to people through many forms of education.
No. We're giving you a demand. We're giving you a demand. Stay out of our community.
Thank you.
You are not wanted here. You are not coming in peace.